Guys, Dr. Prometheus here with a new series here in FM. We're going to caveat this with a couple of things that kind of referring back to the stream. So before we started F1 and some of the story games, kind of how the format of the stream before was, we were playing a lot of FM and we were playing in Germany. So I wanted to still play in Germany, but I also wanted to not use a custom database because I want to actually take this into FM24 and kind of test how the transfer is saved. So it's about 2 to 3 months away, so we'll be doing this save for a while. In this, we're also going to caveat the fact that we can move anywhere in Germany as time goes on. I have all the way up to tier 3 loaded, so if there's anything crazy that happens, we can always take a coaching job at the bottom. Anyone gets relegated, I mean, we could take those. We're just going to leave it open and kind of see what happens, but we're going to be staying in Germany. With that in mind, here is the team reveal. We don't need a drum roll because it is Borussia. I'm probably going to mispronounce a lot of German, so bear with me. I know it's Gladbach. Mönchengladbach? I know it's Borussia Gladbach. That's what I typically say. But yes, we are here taking over what is known as... I thought it was on here. I think it's a bird. So it's a type of bird, I think. We'll see it. But we were... last year, the team ended the season in 10th, so there's no European football to start the season. And then media prediction is 6th for this year. Good reputation. Kind of like their jerseys with the stripe down the middle. It's pretty cool. We have a fierce rivals in FC Cologne, so we have a rivalry there. We actually have quite a few rivals, which is pretty cool. We're going to have a big stadium. It's 54,000, so money's not going to be an issue when it comes to stadium like it was in the Wrexham save. And then transfer budget, I'm not really worried about that. We technically have about 5 million. But we have the first transfer window actually disabled because we actually have a custom database of players with the recent moves. Like Harry Kane is over on, I think he's at Bayern now. So he's over at Bayern. And so some of the changes have been there, I think, all the way up to the transfer deadline in real life. So September 1st, I want to say. So we do have that. So the movement for the team is actually disabled. So we will actually play either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. I think it's going to be more of a 4-3-3. So we have a couple of guys in on loan. Maximilian Wolber is on loan from Leeds. And Jordan Sabachu is on loan from Union Berlin. We also have 2 of our own outs with Oscar Ferlio over to FC Utrecht, and Jonas Kurtzen is over to Armenia? Not Armenia. Well, I guess it's just Armenia. Bielefeld. Okay. There's that. That's our best 11. We are actually going to caveat a couple things once we get over. I'll kind of explain the save from that. Some restrictions what we're going to be doing. So develop new players using the Cubs U system. One of the key things I want to do with that because of we had some issues with that in the Wrexham save. Play possession and entertaining soccer. We like to do that anyway. Sign players under the age of 23. I want to kind of mess with development in this save. Sign players in Germany. This is the key thing because there's one thing I do want to do with this one. Kind of get a restriction. And then do not sign players over the age of 28, which is going to be interesting. So sign players to sell for a profit and work within the payroll budget. Expectation this year is Europa League, latter stages of the DFB Pokal, and then it's all about the Champions League. Then maybe we'll move from there. Who knows? So, what we are going to do in this save. I did actually try to do this save once before, and I I didn't notice the mic was muted, so I'm redoing this again from the start. So last players in their contract. Obviously, a lot of these guys, I mean, we can't do anything until the winter transfer window. Our tactics, I think we're going to play a tiki-taka, which we want to dominate possession. And we want to wait for openings in there. But I'm going to emphasize getting the ball vertically. Unlike, and I'm going to make an NFL reference. Unlike what the Bears did this weekend against the Packers, they did not move the ball vertically. They moved it horizontally and got their asses kicked. Yes, I'm still bitter because that should not have happened. Okay. I don't think necessarily Manu Kone is going to be the better one here. To be honest, I think he's probably better. How is Feigl? Feigl being 26 and doesn't have the speed makes sense. Okay. So, this is what we're ultimately going to play. Sabachu will be up top. Play in Nagomu will be up on the left and right. Medicone will be a box to box until we maybe change him. I don't know. We're going to see. Nuhas will be on the left as the Mitsala. Adakura will be the man in back playing as a Rachista. Actually, I think I'm going to end up playing him as a deep line playmaker because I want him to play kind of deep and play defensive. Scully and Nets out wide. Scully on the right and Nets on the left. Inveraldi and Frederick playing defensive guy. And then Omlin in goal. So why are we setting up like that? Well, I want to set up that first because we can look at what our starters are in their development and what we're seeing. So, Joe Scully, he is American. He did come over from NYCFC in 2020. He's been on Borussia M'gladbach for a while, and he is well on his way to getting that German citizenship. So he enjoys playing for the club, so that's it. And while he is not a German, we don't have to worry about anyone else that's actually on the team. Or if someone comes in through the youth team, we don't have to worry about that. All right, so you might say this save might not be as hard or in some cases as easy, depending on how good you kind of are at the game and how good the team is, because we're expected to be a top 6 team in the league. I had some issues developing players in the Wrexham save, and so we're going to concentrate on that whole thing. So we're going to make a couple of restrictions. So first one is we can sign for German players only. We can sign any German player that has nationality or second nationality to the team. So anywhere in the world, if their nationality is German or second nationality German, we can sign them. So that's the first caveat. The second caveat is we have one signing outside of Germany. It's a wildcard signing outside of Germany. It's either Switzerland. Obviously, we have unlimited signings in Germany, so that doesn't count. So this is for German-speaking countries outside of Germany. So Switzerland, Luxemburg, Belgium, and Liechtenstein. So we have one wild card there. We're going to expand it one more because our board has a desire to sign an under 23s player, and I want to do more in development. We're allowed additionally once per year to sign an international of any kind, so any nationality that is under 19. So what that means is Joe Scully here that has the ability to get the eligibility here in Germany and train at the club. And this, we're allowed to sign one per year. That's going to be our restrictions for that. So there's not going to be any restrictions for anyone that's on the team. So like Manu Kone, we don't have to sell him or anything like that. Anyone that's on the team or comes through our youth teams that is not German speaking or anything like that can stay on the team just as long as we keep on resigning them. So that is going to be the caveat from there. And I also forgot one of the German speaking countries is Austria. So we have a wild card that can also be taken from Austria as well, which is good because Austria is actually a league that feeds a lot of players into Germany. So with that in mind, we could see a player that we can sign from Austria that can be our one wild card if they're not Austrian, or the fact that we can, or if they're only Austrian, or we can pull in players that are of German descent from Austria. So that kind of does it. And so the caveat with the players outside of Germany, that means, say if someone is a nationality of Swiss, just Swiss, but they're a German-speaking country, we're allowed one player from there, but we can't sign anything else. So that allows us to sign Austrian nationals, Swiss nationals, Belgian nationals, Liechtenstein, and Luxemburg nationals. So that's what it allows us to do from there. So not only are we going to have German, we can kind of look at those. For the team itself, I'm feeling good with it. We're going to play against our under 21s. We are actually going to play the first 11 against the second 11 to kind of introduce the team. We're definitely going to have everyone kind of up on the bit. I'm feeling good with this. This is really going to be one that is a slow build likely, but also is going to force myself to really learn and build a team through, frankly, just build a team. And that's one thing that I haven't done very well in Football Manager. So we'll kind of see. We'll get to this second 11 team and we're going to have some fun. So talking about the finances here, before we get into this game, we have 8 million in here. Our payroll, we have technically about 4 million when we go in the winter transfer window. Our profit loss for this season is looking pretty good, and our balance for this season is looking pretty good, and that is mainly because we play in a $64,000 capacity stadium that's going to give us millions of dollars, I should say, per game. So that's probably about 2 to 2.5 million a game in that. And we have how many games in a season with that? 34. So that's about 50 to 60 million at least that we're going to get, which would be pretty nice. So we'll have some budget with that, and we'll have some fun to kind of spend. We're going to stay the budget actually positive with that. Club vision, nothing crazy. I mean, we kind of saw that, and we saw what the board's vision was. We're called the Foals. I knew it was some kind of bird. It's not some kind, it's the general term for birds. So yes, the Foals. We're pretty good in our finances, reputation, continental. Pretty good on the stars. We're going to have to upgrade some stuff when we go down the line. I really like our jerseys as well for that. Our key guys on the team, Lars Thundel is the captain. Vice captain is Christoph Kramer. Julian Weigel is key player. And then Simon Wald is one of our hot prospects. Hot prospect is... he's in our under 19s, which our under 19s do play in an organized league. Our B team does not play in an organized league, so maybe in the future we'll have that. So that's pretty good from there. When it comes to the summary, it was an 8th place finish in 2021 and 2020 and 2021. And then last year in 21-22, it was 10th. So it's about getting that European ball. So our rivals... as I'm going to move this over because we have the F1 camera so you can actually see this. Our derbies for our rivals. So the Borussia Derby with Dortmund. That one's going to be a fun one. The Rhine Derby with Cologne, which is a fierce rival. The Rhine Derby with Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf is currently at League 2. And then the Grinsland Derby, which is against Aachen, and Aachen is way down in the German Regional Division West, so they're way down there. Our other rivals, besides Cologne being that fierce local rivals, Aachen, which is a local, Bayern, which is a historic, Dusseldorf, which is a local, and then Bayern 04 Leverkusen, who is a local as well. So we're pretty good with the derbies and the rivals, as we weren't pretty healthy in England, because with Wrexham there isn't a lot of rivals down there in the lower leagues, so we had to kind of make one, and really didn't come up of anything having that extra rival. Our schedule, what we start is with VFL Belgium, so that's the start of the season. We don't get into the DF Pokal until later on, but we've technically already won a game. But in Germany, the first kind of game for this is just a silly one, because the sole fact that most of the teams you play are 4 or 5 divisions below you. So this isn't really, even with a tier 3 team, so third level in, was it Liga 3? You're still playing teams that are 3 or 4 levels below you. So those games really isn't a big deal until we get into maybe October or January, where we start getting a good phase. But also, there is a winter break of December. So when you come through in January, it's January transfer window happens, but there's no games in December. So that's one thing that is in Germany itself. For the Bundesliga itself, the season preview, when we're looking at this, is 6th. We are played to be 6th. The best player in the league is Harry Kane on Bayern. 29-year-old Harry Kane playing at Bayern. Most of the players on here, we got one from Leverkusen, and he's Nayers from Bayern as well. So pretty much it's just Bayern. Bayern is literally the beast of 4 to 6 odds. This is going to be interesting with this. Very interesting. So that's how it kind of bounces, and we'll see exactly how it goes. Kind of going through this one though, let's us get to this game now. After we introduce ourselves to the squad, I'm not going to make any promises. Let's discuss here. I think we can qualify for the Europa League. Team loves it. I think we can get to the latter stages of the DFB Pokal. Team loves it. You can definitely see I've done this already before, because the recording was jacked. Okay, so Matty will be back from this for this game. We're gonna meet the media just because the first time I think you're forced to, then I kind of just send my I would like another striker. We kind of send from there our assistant to deal with the media, because it's not really anything big. So we're gonna take the first team against the second team, and this time it actually worked. I did this once before and it completely screwed the team. Okay, I'm gonna manage the first 11, our main 11, and here we go. Let's play this game. A little preview of the boys. The first team is in whites with the stripe, and the second team is in the greens. So I think this is something we'll do every single year, is we'll have one of these games against the first and second team, and we'll have some fun with it. Because this is definitely something I want to do, to just kind of see and preview the team every single year. Okay, let's do that. Key highlights. All right. So Jordan passing it back. Menukone to Ikura. Scully up to Nagomu. Good passing around here. I like what we see. We might do a little bit more with the tactics depending. Ooh, the slide tackle was a little dangerous. And then also when we play a team like Bayern, we're not going to be able to play this formation more than likely. Here's Nets. Gonna take it. Oh, Luca Nets puts it in the back of the net, and that's not a pun because that's actually his name. That's a good set piece ball. I think an actual world-class keeper stops that, but we're not going to tell him that. So 1-0. Kone wins that. Jordan plays it up. Nagomu plays out the Nets. Nets to Akira. Bring it around. Newhouse is going to lose that one, but Veldy, the Frederick Menukone. Good ball deep. Nagomu looking. Plays it off the post. That was a rocket ship of a shot. Newhouse going to take this set piece, pop it in. It's headed off the post again. I like how close we are to these goals. I just don't like how we're not putting the ball in the net in these finishes. Nagomu, Frederick, cross. Lee does take a touch, but unfortunate. And it kind of bounces up. I mean, when we get to about the 50th minute, 55th minute, we're going to make some changes out here. Because we do have a game in like 6 days. Which is against Belgium. Back to Weigel. Rees. Okay, good block. And Scully, smart play to head it back to Omlin. All out. We need to change that. That should have been kicked deep. We're going to get beat doing that. Newhouse. Lee plays it forward. Nagomu's there. Cross in. Kone just cannot get there. Akura. Kone. Scully. Good ball. Newhouse. Jordan. Play. Looking. Goal. Alessandre, Ply, let's go. I love to see the movement we're having on the ball right now. Great movement. That's a good one. That is a good one. I like the movement we're doing. I like passing the ball around. I mean, the second 11 definitely aren't up to anything that we have in the first 11, but it also means the first 11, it's going to be a test to see how good we are against the rest of the league. We'll see. We will see. All right, let's make these this feedback. Okay, so I do want to pull him on the left. He's going to be our striker up top. Let's take out Menukone just because. Let's just do that. See what we can get here. Okay, good movement. That was the slowest goal that I've seen. It's a goal. Reese. Reitz, actually. I'm going to put this in. Good. Stop. And now another second one off the post. Okay. Nice little save there. Hack playing it back. Weigl. Good movement. I mean, they've had some good shots. See if they can get the goal. That's not a great pass. Rise. It's going to be one in the air. That is on the inability to have an accurate cross. Weigl, though, out wide. I like the aggressiveness. I really like the aggressiveness of a shot there. It's a good one, but it's just not necessarily a positive play there. And mind you, there's no one in the stands. That's why there's no sound with this. So I'm just filling the air, which is, yeah. So Hack, trying to pass it up, back, and then up. Good ball. Naduka, okay. And Batelli, but he's offsides. Which one's offsides? The initial, good step up. Good defensive step up there. That's a smart play. Step up, force the man, offsides. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. So we'll see if we can get it up. Right, that's a good one, but we won it in the air. Mustafa plays it up. Ooh. Fensara just missed that. Okay, that is your preview of the boys. Pretty good. Pretty good preview from the boys. What does that mean in the change? So I'm liking what we're having out here. So this is good. And we'll see what we can put down on the field. First game is going to be against Belgium. So that will be in the next episode. That'll be in tomorrow's episode. Then we'll play also Hoffenheim. And then we'll probably play deeper into the league. I mean, we have this one at Cologne though, so maybe we'll do Bochum and Cologne in tomorrow's episode. And we have Leipzig. We want to see our rivalry games as well. So Bayern's here. Of course, we want to play Dortmund. We want to see how that goes. And so we'll kind of bounce around. We won't take as long in this, but we'll have some fun. So that's the biggest thing. We will have some fun. So thanks for hanging out, guys, at the start of our first new series. Oh, our second new series in FM23. A new series before FM24 comes out. This will be to say that we actually convert into FM24 to see how it plays, everything like that, because eventually also FM25 is going to have the same thing. We bring over a save, and I kind of want to see how it works, because sometimes it works well and sometimes it works bad, and I would like to give feedback if there's some stuff broken in that would improve the game, because I would like to do that. We can always help FM become a better game and reporting those bugs, things like that, and that's going to be the end of it. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.